Such a dream to me. Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. I wanted to kind of do just a chill kind of get ready with me, although it's like almost 8:30 at night. But I just kind of wanted to play around with some makeup and just have a kind of chill evening, so hopefully you're down for that. I really wanted to use the REINA del Caribe, however you say that, palette from Alamar Cosmetics. I got this quite a while ago, maybe not quite a while, a couple months ago in a BoxyCharm, and I was super excited about this palette. Like, I was actually about to buy it, and then I found out it was going to be in the BoxyCharm, so I didn't buy it. But I really love this palette. Just the colors in it, they always kind of like inspire me and make me want to create something. So I'm going to create some sort of look with this today. I kind of want to use like this blue like all over my lower lash line and get all smoky. So yeah, that's what I'm going to be going for. But it's kind of just going to be like a kind of chatty get ready with me style video. Hopefully you guys are chill with that, because frankly I don't want to do anything else right now. Before we jump into the video, I kind of wanted to talk about just a couple little favors. If any of you guys have ever seen Gravity Falls, and if you have not seen it, you are missing out. It is a children's show, but it's like so good. But this is Waddles the pig from said show, and he is just the most adorable. My sister-in-law got this for me like last year at some point for Christmas or my birthday, and it just is like, he's just my favorite ever. And then I got this perfume. This is from Ed Hardy, and this is the Love Kills Slowly perfume from Ed Hardy. I can't talk today. This perfume, like, okay, first of all, I have never really had very many perfumes, so it's like, just for me, diving into the perfume world is super intimidating because I'm not quite sure. Like, I have ideas of what I like, but I don't know how to like figure out what that is when I'm like looking at notes or anything like that. Like, I have no idea. I just looked up reviews. Apparently this perfume has been around for forever, and so many people really like it and like were raving about it. Some people were saying like this has been their perfume for like the past 7 years, so I was like, okay, I'll just give it a go. It was like 20 bucks at TJ Maxx. Or not TJ Maxx, Ross, but close enough. Similar stores. It's so good. I have no idea how to describe any sort of perfumes, but it's just like, it's kind of got this like flowery, sweetish, kind of fruity scent, but then it's like got this like musk at the end of it that makes it like feel more adult, you know. It's not quite like something that you would get at like Bath and Body Works, if that makes sense. Not throwing shade at Bath & Body Works, okay? That place has been my bae since forever. Do you guys see little Totoro back there? Just chilling out. He's another one of my favorites, and I brought him out for this video. Also, I kind of changed my scenery. Super duper exciting. But I kind of wanted something that wasn't my TV in the background, because A, it costs electricity to run that friggin' huge ass thing for those display pictures that I have on, which are pretty and I do like them, but I figured I would just do something a little more chill. So that's my bed. Totoro's over there. I have a candle back there that you can't really see, and then that's my closet. That's another lamp. Fun times. Let me know if you guys like this kind of background, or if you want me to like change my backdrop. Okay, and if you can see my mirror right here, I'm not moving it because I cannot see very well. So I'm not moving it farther away so that way it's out of frame, because I like being up close and personal with my face when I'm doing makeup. It's very important to me that we have a personal connection. So little mirror guy is just gonna sit right there. Sorry about that. Okay, so I'm gonna start priming my eyes with the ColourPop No Filter Concealer. Oh shoot, Fair 08. Oh, that's not light enough. Sorry. I don't know if any of you guys watched my ColourPop video. If you didn't, go watch it. But I bought 2 different shades of concealer, and one of them is significantly darker than the other one. So I'm using the lightest shade that I bought, which is Fair. No, it's a light. Wait. Oh my god. Okay, never mind. The first one was the lighter one. I'm just stupid. Okay, just leave me alone. I already did my brows. Well, I didn't really already do my brows. I had makeup on all day and then I decided to take it all off and I left my eyebrows on for the sake of convenience because I had a feeling that I was going to film tonight. Surprisingly, my eyebrows turn out a lot thicker, like kind of more naturally looking when I use the Wet n Wild brow pencil in comparison to when I use like the ColourPop brow pomade, which I also featured in my video. So that's interesting. Okay, I'm going to leave that right there. Wow, my eyes look red. Holy crap. Was nobody gonna tell me about this makeup brush cleansing spray from Sonia Kashuk? Like, I got it on clearance, so hopefully it's fine, but I mean, it's been working fine, so. Yeah, it's actually really nice, and I'm upset that I did not know about it till just now. But I got it on clearance, so I'm also not upset, because if I knew about it before then I probably wouldn't have gotten it on clearance, you know what I'm saying? But it's really nice. Like, look at this dirty little brush. This brush is normally not completely brown on the top. We are gonna fix that. We're gonna use it on this brush. This brush is not normally an orangey brown color, but you spray it. The sprayer is kind of terrible, but that's okay. So you spray it and then you wipe it off on, well, you're supposed to wipe it off on a paper towel, but I don't have one of those right now. And this is like a microfiber face cloth, like one of those ones that takes off your makeup, which I probably should use more of because that way I'm not buying makeup wipes all the time. But like you just kind of scrub it on there a little bit. Ba-bam. It's pretty good. I mean, I know that like that's basically what all makeup brush cleansers do, but I had never had one before, so I didn't know that this was a thing till today. And like it's like still like dry, like you can still use it. It's like a magic. It's so beautiful, and it encourages me to clean my brushes more because, you know, I just don't really do that ever. And it has like a rosewater scent to it apparently. Like it's not really like rose watery, it's just like, it doesn't really, I mean it does smell like roses, but it's like not quite like roses, like a more chemically rose. Hey, this brush was white on the top. I thought it was brown on the top. Like not brown from the shadow, but I just thought it was like brown like all the way up. So that's surprising. Learn something new every day. This is so freaking nifty. I'm actually so glad that I bought this. Please ignore all of my pimples. They kind of just appeared there over the course of the day. I'm taking probably the most obvious shade for transition in the palette, which is Cocoa Taxi. Cutest name ever. On the fluffy brush that we just cleaned. Oh wow. This brush I got in a set on the internet off of Amazon for like, it was like less than $20, and it was like a big old set of brushes. It was really cheap, but honestly, I use these brushes like every day. And they're great. They're the Quivange brushes. I totally forgot. I remember now. They are the Quivange brushes on Amazon. I got the gold and black set, or like the rose gold set or whatever. I don't know how the other sets are. There are brushes in there that like I never ever use, so like I don't understand the point of including them, but you get a lot of bang for your buck, and they honestly aren't bad. Like I cleaned them multiple times, not just with my brush cleaner, like I've actually cleaned them with like soap and water and all that, and they do not shed. At least the ones that I've washed do not shed, but you get a lot of nice like fluffy blending brushes, and I actually really like this. I thought that I wasn't gonna ever use this brush because of how like flat it is, but it's so fluffy on the top that you can still blend, and it actually makes a really great transition color brush. Anyway, I'm just putting this into my crease. That sounds like a dirty word. Putting this into my crease, and I'm still like hungry, and I ate so much pasta. Probably because it was like veggie noodle pasta, so it's like not really pasta, it's like half vegetables. Because that can't fill you up, obviously. I'm just perpetually hungry all the time. Story of my life. Hello. Hi, my name is Anne, and I'm always hungry. It's such a dream to me. Okay. But yeah, this is like another little brush that comes in that set. It's like a teenier version of this one. They kind of have a lot of similar brushes, but I love blending brushes, so it was actually a really good set for me to get because I got a lot of blending brushes out of it. I think I'm going to just kind of go down the ladder, and I'm going to take the red rusty shade Tropico. And I'm gonna focus that right in the middle of my crease, just right here, not moving it anywhere else. We're gonna kind of blend it out more in a minute, but I'm just, that's something that I need to, that I kind of need to work on, I've noticed, is like, whenever I put a color down, I want to blend it out so much that like the pigmentation almost disappears, and like I want it to be focused in that area, but it's like almost a habit that I just blend everything away, and like I'm like, no, stop it, just focus it on one little area, just right there, and it will be bam in your face. But instead I'm just like, blend it all out, because that's what Jaclyn Hill taught me. I'm kind of just looking down just a little bit while I do this. Also kind of trying to make sure my camera doesn't die. Oh, I have like 50 seconds left. Good thing I noticed. That's hopefully a little better. I'm like going over here to see if you guys can see what I'm doing. Alright, cool.
Cool, no doubt.
I really hope I'm in focus, you guys. It's like stressing me out. Okay, sorry, I don't know how long I wasn't filming for, but I pretty much just took the brown shade, or like these two shades right here, with this Luxie brush that I got in a BoxyCharm, and I kind of just winged it out, and then I blended it just a little bit into that red shade that I put down earlier, and created kind of a nice blended-ish sharp wing. So yeah, that's where we're at. I'm gonna go back over that Tropico shade again and just kind of intensify it just a little bit more. Kind of blend it a little bit with that brown, because I kind of blended the brown on top of it, but I really want the red to be showing through just a little bit more. I'm actually also gonna take another shade real quick. This is the NYX Single Shadow in the shade Hot Yellow. And I kind of just want to sweep this as like a transition shade, another transition shade. This is the Alamar Cosmetics, the blending brush from their Trio brush set. And I'm just going to take a little bit kind of like on the edge, tap it off, and run it way up at the top, which is where my brow is, but that's okay. Then I kind of just blend it down just a little bit into that red, kind of creating a sunset effect, and hopefully it'll all get pulled together when I add my brow bone highlight. That won't look as crazy, but I don't know, I'm kind of going for crazy tonight, so, you know, if you're looking for a wild night out on the town like I am right now, you should definitely go for this look right now. Just go out, straight up buy the palette, and, you know, same night shipping, all of that jazz. I don't know if I made that better or worse, or if I like it or not, but that's kind of where we are at. Alright. Okay, so I'm just adding a little more concealer just to make things a little tackier. I wish I had like a really good like packing brush, but I don't really feel like I have one. Like, I have flat brushes, but they aren't really like, I don't know, I just feel like they don't pick up enough pigment for what I want. So I'm just going to use my finger, and I'm going to take the El Melis, I don't know how to say these names. I'm going to take this greeny looking shimmer shade. And I don't have foundation on, so I don't have to worry about fallout. Yay! I love this shade so much. Like, it's so pretty, like, and it's not too green to where you couldn't wear it like in the summertime or whatever, or any time of year. I mean, it's November, so. But it's such a beautiful green. Oh my goodness, and it's so pigmented. So pigmented. Okay, I'm going to kind of blend over and kind of just make those edges nice and blended again. You know the drill, you know the drill, you know the drill. No, I didn't want to do that. I'm not doing like a cut crease today. Oh my god, no. Cannot get over this pigment though. Like, I mean, I did mess up right there, but that's fixable. It's fixable. Okay, I'm gonna take a makeup wipe and I'm gonna clean up a little bit of that fallout we have going on. Fun stuff, fun stuff. I'm going to do foundation. Did I already talk about my whole piercing thing? Okay, I'm going to use the Covergirl Vitalist Healthy Elixir Foundation. If you have never used this, you are totally missing out, and at this point you have no excuse because Covergirl went cruelty-free. I watched Logical Harmony's whole series about it, about Covergirl going cruelty-free, and she like had some phone calls with them and everything, and she kind of like verified officially for me anyway that they are definitely cruelty-free in her book. Like, they are Logical Harmony approved, which is a pretty big deal because I was kind of really curious because it did definitely come out of the blue. But yeah, they are cruelty-free. They don't sell in China or anything like that, and it just makes me super happy because Covergirl has one of my favorite foundations of all time, and I'm happy to have it back in my life. So yeah, if you have not tried the Vitalist Healthy Elixir Foundation, definitely do. It's kind of like glowy and wonderful without being like crazy greasy or anything. It's like a medium coverage. I wouldn't say it's full coverage, but it's definitely really nice. Ooh, you know what I want to try? I don't know if it's too late because I probably should have done this first, but I'm going to try mixing the ColourPop No Filter Stick foundation and kind of put this on top because, and by the way, no, I realized that my foundation, none of my foundations match me anymore. Like, I don't know, I just need help finding a foundation shade, okay? This is why I shouldn't shop by myself. I watched somebody do this, like, where they just like mix a foundation sticks with, or a foundation stick with like a regular liquid foundation, and it looked beautiful, and I'm like, I want to try that. Because in my review of this foundation stick, and like what I've noticed is that it really clings to all my dry patches, which is not cute, and I'm wondering if I use it with a liquid foundation, if that would help, because I do love the finish of this foundation. It just, how it ends up drying down a bit later makes it look like, I don't know, like I have the worst skin. And I don't feel like I have the worst skin, so, you know, I'm curious if anything, if mixing it would help. I mean, it's not looking bad so far. Thank you. Next. Thank you. Next. I'm asking for my ex. I do feel like that did make it look a little better. I'm curious what would happen if I did reverse it and put the foundation stick on the bottom. But right off the bat, I think it made it look a little better. Alright, ColourPop, alright. I'm gonna take that same ColourPop concealer. This is like all I've been using. It's ridiculous. And I'm going to kind of lighten up my complexion just a little bit because my foundation is clearly way too dark for me. What? Do people think I go outside? No. So, I don't know if my camera already shut off before when I was talking about this, but basically, like, I switched my helix piercing out. This is now my first stud that I ever had, like my old one, because I had been using this Claire's jewelry, and I thought that Claire's body jewelry was, like, supposed to be, you know, silver, and like it wasn't supposed to tarnish or anything. Like, I don't know if I just got one that like was from like a case that wasn't necessarily like guaranteed to not tarnish or something, but yeah, it really tarnished. My like hole was like all green and blue and gross when I took it out, and like I had to like clean it out really good with like warm water and stuff. It was like not cute, and the earring itself was so nasty. Like it was kind of like peeling almost. It was, oh my gosh, it was so gross, and I cannot believe that I didn't switch it out sooner, but frankly I just never even really noticed. It was just like super gross, and I'm upset that I didn't notice and switch it out sooner. But yes, that is what it is. But yeah, it was gross. So I would recommend, you know, checking on your piercings every once in a while if you have not done that. Because tarnished jewelry in a cartilage, or anywhere really, can be very bad for you. You can get allergic reactions, etc, etc, etc. So yeah, I'm glad that I switched back to this one. Like I didn't have an infection or anything, so that's good. I always look so white when I put on concealer, and like it does not look like that in person. Like, hang on. Like this is what it looks like without my huge light shining in my face. But like I kind of need some sort of lighting in this room because like frankly I'm using a reading light, so it's kind of LED-ish and not very ring light-ish, but you gotta do what you gotta do, okay? Like small YouTubers do not have the budget for ring lights and fancy lighting and fancy microphones and everything, although I'm hoping to get some stuff for Christmas, so we'll see. Okay, I am going to set my concealer because that's what I always do, and this one does crease just a little teeny bit. I'm going to use the Essence Brighten Up Banana Powder, and I'm going to use the Real Techniques setting brush. Just powder a little bit, but I'm not going to set the rest of my face. A, because I'm not going anywhere and I'm taking this off like right after I finish filming this. But also like that's the main reason. If I was going anywhere, I would probably set it. But I'm gonna set my forehead wrinkles because, you know, I'm just not really about that whole wrinkle life, and I'm not about to go get Botox, and I also cannot afford that. So I'm going to finish up the eyes, and I'm super excited for this part. Hopefully it turns out as good as I'm envisioning in my head. I guess we'll see. By the way, can I just mention that I freaking love the fact that lately we've been getting a lot more brushes in our BoxyCharms, because like I never really buy makeup brushes anymore. I have so many, and like I know that there's so many that I want, but frankly like I just don't buy any because I'm like I don't really need any more, and although I would love more or different versions of the ones that I have, it's just an expense that I am trying to avoid right now. So I love the fact that BoxyCharm has been sending us brushes. It gets your girl happy, okay? I'm going to take this other Luxie brush, which also came in the BoxyCharm set this month, and I'm going to take that purpley kind of reddish, I don't know what color you would call this shade right here. And I'm going to run this under my lash line. And I am going to smoke this out an awful lot. Oh my goodness, this brush is tickly right now. Woo! Okay, I'm going to take this Step 3 brush from the Vintage Cosmetic Company right here. And I'm going to start packing it kind of close to the lower lash line. Ooh. Oh my gosh, this is so pretty. I need you guys to see this. This is so glittery and so stunning. I cannot contain myself. I'm going to kind of match it up with the rest of the wing, kind of. Because, you know, we're going to be doing a winged liner. If you couldn't tell, that's kind of the whole outline of today's look, is a wing. You know? Okay. This is such a dramatic look, and do I normally go for things like this on a day? I am upset right now. Why can't it just match and be chill? It's gotta be like all weird and like not quite the same ever. God. Hello, my name is Anne and welcome to my overly dramatic life. I said this in my last video, but it's true. I'm kind of liking that whole vibe of like about to cut you with all the wing I have on my face. Wing? Okay, that sounded really wrong. That's not what I meant. What am I doing? I threw on the NYX Matte Liquid Liner, and these are the Sonia Kashuk 635 lashes, I believe. I threw on this Jordana Sea Green Easy Liner pencil, and I'm so thrilled about this because I bought this forever ago, and I was like thinking, I was like, oh my gosh, it's like such a pretty color. Like, it's so actually pretty. It's like just like this dark kind of dark sea green, and almost perfectly matches with the shadow that I put on my lower lash line, so I'm super happy about that. Do a little bit of face products. I'm gonna use the Physicians Formula Butter Bronzer today. This is the light bronzer, so hopefully it'll show up on this dark foundation. But just to give myself a little bit of contour and warmth. I'm just waiting for somebody to come attack me one day of like how I apply bronzer. Just waiting for the day. I don't know. I just feel like my technique is probably not the best, but I don't know what. I don't see what's wrong with it necessarily, but I feel like somebody's gonna have an issue with it someday. But I'm ready for them when they come for me. That actually worked pretty well. I just wanted like a little bit of a contoury bronze, not looking like too harsh because I'm already pretty dramatic. So I'm gonna use a pretty nude blush today. I'm just gonna use these two shades, probably like right here from this is the BH Cosmetics 10 color nude blush palette, which is delightful. Just for giving you whatever blush shade you want, really. Well, not whatever blush shade, but they do have it's a decent range, I think. This is the Flower Beauty highlighter palette, and it is so stunning. And lately I just bought this brush. This is the e.l.f. Concealer brush, but I've been using it for highlighting. Like, it's a little stiff, like it's not as fluffy as, for example, the Real Techniques setting brush, which is pretty fluffy. I've seen people use that for highlight as well. But it works pretty decently, I'd say. Just for kind of like blending it out. Like, I kind of have to like press a little more, but I don't really mind that. I feel like it blends it out kind of nicer. And it's like a $3 brush, so I'm not really looking for nothing too fantastic here, but I actually have been really liking to use this. So, oh, and by the way, I'm just using the lightest shade right here. It's kind of like a pink, kind of like a nice light champagne color. But this highlight palette is so pretty. Like I can't really use the gold shade in it, which is too bad, but on a deeper skin tone, I think it would look stunning. So beautiful, so beautiful. Okay, I'm gonna set my face. This is the Bella Jade Botanicals Makeup Setting Spray. I bought this on Amazon. Pretty cheap, it was like $7 or something. I always just wait a second to open my eyes because it like kind of stings just a little if you get it in your eyes. So you gotta be kind of careful, but it's not a bad setting spray. Like, I haven't noticed the biggest difference with its like staying power. I feel like I've said this before, but it just melts everything together, which is what I'm looking for. Oh, it kind of does like leave some little spots sometimes though, so you gotta have to be aware of that, but it does a pretty good job of misting most of the time. Oh, I'm actually gonna take the lightest shade in the REINA del Caribe palette. I'm gonna take the shade La Costa. Don't ask me to repeat anything in this video ever again. And it's just like a pink, light, pretty shade. I've seen people highlight with this shade too, and it's also really pretty. I've used this for highlight before, but not today. But it is such a it's a really pretty shade. And I'm gonna highlight my brow bone just a little, okay, or a lot, just like I said. Like I said earlier, just to kind of get that yellow to kind of be a little further down, if that makes any sense. Kind of do like how it ended up turning into kind of like a mustardy color. I really like it, actually. I really love all the color combinations. I really love all the colors thrown together like this. I think it actually turned out really well. And I was really kind of worried because this was very dramatic. This is the Soap & Glory Sexy Mother Pucker lipstick in the shade Super Nude. Such a comfortable lipstick. And I want to like make it really glossy, so I'm going to put the Hard Candy Plumping Serum lip gloss in the shade Swan Lake on top of that, just to kind of lighten it up a little bit. And because I want a disgustingly glossy lip, I'm going to put the NYX lip oil on top of that, just in the center. Okay, it's time for this hair to come back down. Goodbye, scrunchie. That was a terrible throw. Okay. I've been thinking about dyeing a little part of my hair, just because I'm kind of feeling like sprucing it up a little bit, making it a little spicy. So let me know what color you think I should do, because I have no idea, and I need to buy a hair dye anyway. So let's see what we can think of. But I kind of want to do like the underside of my bangs, just like a little section, that way it kind of like hides, but it's kind of like a peekaboo kind of situation. But yeah, here is the completed look, you guys. Thank you all so much for watching and hanging out with me in this video. I really hope that you enjoyed it. Be sure to follow me on all of my other social media stuff. Everything will be listed down below or on the screen. And subscribe and like this video if you enjoyed it. And I think that's all I have to say. So yeah, I will see you guys all in my next video. Bye! I'm like trying not to burp.